What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the What's Up vlog. Hope you're all doing well and enjoyed watching the World Championships. I'm a bit gutted because I've managed to avoid the results. I've been recording them all. I managed to avoid all of the results, and then just before I watched the men's road race final, I found out who won. But chuffed with the winner, disappointed to find out early, but I'll get to watch it later. Haven't had a chance to get outside to do any cycling today because I've been working too much, but trying to catch up on a few things. But I'm going to get my Zwift on now, do a little bit of a warm up, and then I've got the ZHR, the Zwift Handicap Race, at 6 o'clock, or my start time is actually 6 minutes and 30 seconds past 6 o'clock, based on my handicap, given to me by Robert Massimo Baldi. Cheers, Robert, you're doing a great job. So I'll try and get some footage of that. It's always a good fun race, really hard work, but it's good to get a few good heavy spins in the legs on a Sunday evening. So I'll catch you soon. Oh, I've got an update on that sponge that came with my magazine as well. I'll check back in a minute. Right, I've done 20k warm up, suitably sweaty, legs heated up nicely. I've got a little while to go before the race starts, but I've just remembered this particular race, you need to be on a time trial bike on Zwift. And this is brilliant. You can change the colour of your bike, you can change all the models which get unlocked at certain stages of the game. And I think the only time trial bike I have available to me is the standard Zwift one, which is there. So I'll jump on that. I'll put my customary green stripe on, which I always have. Done. And I will put on, I'll change the wheels from really aero ones. Those are the Bontrager Aelus 5. I don't know what they are. I don't want those. I think I want the Zip 808s. I think they're pretty fast. Or I have the MV SES 6.7s. I'm going to stick with the 808s. So that's that done. Click done. Okay. And back to the ride. Now this is just a starting pen for the event that I'm in. It allows people to just spin up their legs on a virtual turbo trainer, keep the legs warm, and there's a countdown clock. And as soon as that counts down, the barrier lifts up and away you go, and you ride down this kind of promenade and join onto the main racetrack. Really? Stop licking my leg. It's horrible. He likes it when I'm sweaty. It's horrible. Wait, stop licking my leg. Right, so I'm just going to run you through my Zwift setup. This is my temporary pain cave, or it's not even a pain cave, it's my pain corner. I've been shoved into a tiny little corner of my bedroom for now while we decorate, but hopefully I'll be back into a bigger space soon. I use a Tax Vortex Smart Turbo Trainer. I got it from the Birmingham Cycle Show last September, and it's been pretty good. We had some funny noise issues, which everybody that had them seemed to have, but mine seemed to resolve itself just with a little bit of cleaning, which I need to do again. Actually, look, it's filthy. You can see the spray from the chain lube on the floor there. I'll be in trouble if I don't clean that up. So Tax Turbo Trainer. I run it through MacBook Pro. It's a reasonably powerful one, 16 gig of RAM, an i7, but only a 1 gig graphics processor, which I could probably do with more, but it runs Zwift really nicely. I have a Tax USB and plus dongle plugged in. It's on like an extension cord, so it can sit right underneath the bike, get a good signal. One thing I absolutely need to upgrade is this pathetic fan. It's like being coughed on by an asthmatic mouse, to coin a Jeremy Clarkson phrase. Barely does anything, but psychologically I need to have it on, otherwise I'll really overheat. that's basically it, and I just slot Bianca into the turbo trainer and away we go. Right, so you see the main bunch have just left, started their race. There's a few others going now that are just a little bit faster than the main bunch. So they had a sort of 30-second handicap. I got to sit here for 6.5 minutes before I get given the go, and then I've got to try and chase as many of them down as I can. There's different courses on this Watopia map, and we're doing 3 laps of the flattish course. So there's not an awful lot of climbing, so good chances to sprint and catch up. So wish me luck. I don't know if you can hear me over the noise of my trainer, but this is the best way to know your exact start time using the Time Is website. So when that gets to 18:06 30 seconds, it's go time for me. About to have my first overtake of the race. Not that guy, he's not in the race. This next chap, B Wagner, he started a couple of minutes ahead. I'm just about to pass him, I hope. One down. I've got to try and fend off the fast guys behind me as well. Never easy. Closing in on D. Clellan now as well. Good race, buddy. D. Allen has been consistently about 20 seconds ahead of me. He started 30, I got it down to 20, and I can't get any closer than that, so I'm hoping he's going to tire out towards the end, as long as I don't, which is a great possibility. I'm already feeling it big time. I'm only a lap and a half in. I'm coming for you, T. Richards. Slowly but surely. Another one bites the dust. Good job, buddy. I've got the gap to D. Allen down to 10 seconds now. So either he's saving himself for the last lap, or I've got him, or we both just fall off a cliff. One way or another, it's not going to be easy. Next up, D. Derbyshire, a bit of a Zwifting buddy of mine. Good ride, man. Keep going. I'm closing in on D. Allen, down to 5 seconds or so. But I've got some fast guys coming up behind me too. So I've just overtaken D. Allen. I forgot to press record. Good ride, buddy. That was hard work chasing you down. I don't even know if I'll be able to hold it to the end, so could well come back at me. Nice, I'm on the home stretch. I managed to hold off the Allen. And I took quite a few people as well, so I think I've done really well. I got my fastest ever time on the sprint. So that's a pretty good race for me. I'll check back later with all the results when Robert puts them up on Facebook. Yeah. Ah. 14th across the line out of 50 something people, I think. I'll check that later. Now I need a drink and a shower. Right, so these are the results from my race. I didn't do quite as well as I thought. I thought I'd finish 14th out of 68 starters, but it looks like I actually finished 17th. It's still not bad. I felt pretty strong, felt pretty good. So I was hoping I'd done a little bit better than that. But looking at others in my category, it looks like Artak Circadian is the only other C grade rider that managed to finish ahead of me. So not too disappointed. So 17th out of 68 starters, and how many finishers? 43 finishers it looks like. So not too bad. Managed to average 3.08 watts per kilogram, which is for the entire race, I believe. My 20-minute average, 246 watts. 5-minute average watts per kilogram, 3.43. So that's obviously the best I could hold over a 5-minute period. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, look, I didn't put an awful lot of power out, to be honest. Look, the highest I hit looks like it was 5.4 watts per kilogram over a 15-second period. That was probably when I was doing that final sprint, because I think I got into the 700s, maybe high 600s, which is higher than that watts per kilogram, but obviously not over a full 15-second period. So yeah, there I am, 17th out of 68 starters and 43 finishers. Not too bad. Reasonably happy with that. Right, so it's the morning after the night before of the Zwift Handicap Race. Brilliant race, really good fun. Thanks again to Robert for organising it and everyone else that took part. Really good, great workout for the old legs, but really good fun. Sweated bucket loads, obviously nothing that a quick shower and a rest couldn't sort out. As you've seen from the results, I didn't do quite as well as I was expecting. I thought I was 14th, but it turns out I'm 17th. But that's not bad. There were 60-something people that started, so that's not bad at all. Really good fun. I've got to say, the ZHR handicap race is probably the best format that I ride in on Zwift. I've tried the Zwift training rides, the Friday Criterium group, a few others. They're brilliant fun, don't get me wrong. Really good and really well organised. I've not tried KISS yet. That's probably the next one I'm going to try. Those guys look crazy. They're like full beans right from the whistle, and I don't think I stand much of a chance in that. But the main reason I like the handicap race is you're racing against the clock as much as anything else. You're working to keep a distance or close a distance in front and maintain a distance behind with other riders, which works well for me. The other group rides, there is a feeling, and it has happened to me, that if everyone goes off really, really quickly and you get caught out for a second, the chances to get back on the group are very slim. The drafting slipstream effect on Zwift is pretty powerful, and if you drop off that group, you've got very little chance of getting back on. So it's effectively race over. I've had it before where I've had a technical, well, not wanting to make excuses, but a chain will come off or a network will drop out for a couple of seconds, and then by the time you come back on, you're out of the race, and that makes it slightly frustrating, a little bit demoralising. But they are really good fun. Don't get me wrong, I do love those. But the Zwift Handicap Race for me is the format that I enjoy the most. So again, Robert, great job, buddy, and I'll be on the next one. Quick update on Spongegate. You just reach over. This little purple thing's been causing a bit of a stir on the forums. Many thousands of us got it free with Cycling Plus magazine with no explanation as to what it was. Thankfully, due to some very scientific research that I did at the end of my last vlog, you'll now all know that this is, in fact, a sponge. Credit where it's due, though. It's no ordinary sponge. It's actually a bloody good sponge. It's a bit grubby now because I have used it. I tested it out washing the old girl after a wet and windy ride yesterday.
Does a really good job. It's really tough. You rub it all over the running gear, catches on the cogs and all the rest of it, but doesn't tear up like your regular sort of Halford's 50p sponge does. They're not cheap. I think they're about £5 by, if memory serves, Purple Harry. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it's Purple Harry that make them. But world-class leading sponge, that is. And I'm starting to think, actually, it was a bit of marketing genius, not telling anybody what it was. Because, like I say, it's caused a bit of a furore on the forums. And people are talking about it, whereas I've never had discussions about any other cover-mounted free gifts from other magazines. So leaving out information as to exactly what this was might have been a masterstroke by Purple Harry. So good job, guys. But yeah, thanks for that. It's actually a really useful little free gift, and I'll be using it regularly. Another thing, like I say, it is a little bit grubby now, but you get once it gets all dirty grease all over it, pop it straight back in the bucket, and you can actually see the grease lifting off it and cleaning right up. I mean, it does stain it slightly, but the actual greasy, I don't know what the texture, the actual greasiness of it comes out. So it's good to use again. It's hardened up again now. Now it's got dry. So anyway, I'm waffling again now. So sorry about that. Thanks everybody. Brilliant Zwift handicap race. Really enjoyed it. Legs are going to be aching all night, but hey ho. And I'll catch you next time.